Number 5, I have the New York Rangers. They got 24 million tied up in Mika, JT, and Alexis Lafreniere. I know Alexis Lafreniere is young, but at a point, it's like, yeah, we're paying you this money and you're, 20 goals is nice here. You're sitting at 55 points through 80 games on the season. Like Igor Shesterkin, I think he's a great goalie, but 11.5 is a lot to pay a goalie on a losing team. And it's like, yeah, you can trade him, but so then what? So then now, like you just don't have a goalie. Like he has that full no move. As much as I like Adam Fox, I don't think he's on the same level of some of the elite level defensemen, the Bouchards, the Makars, the Werenskis, the Hugheses. Listen, it's not the worst situation of any team in the NHL for the next rest of the decade, but I don't exactly think it's an enviable position. JT, there's some of the worst body language you've ever seen from a captain. Him and Mika both getting older. And I talked about the 24 million tied up in them. Like, yes, the salary cap is going up. That's not nothing to pay those guys. So I have them at my number 5. Number 4, I have the LA Kings. I don't think the LA Kings are going to be a team that are, like missing the playoffs for the next four seasons or whatever it's going to be. But like when I just look at them, they're a boring kind of defensive minded team whose ceiling seems to always be the second round, no matter what. And yes, you went out and got Artemi Panarin to kind of address some offense. He's going to be 36 by the end of his deal. Fiala and Kempe, they're making 18.5 until 2029. Kempe's actually under contract till 2034. Again, it's not like that's that huge of a number or anything. But for that, you're kind of like, what are we getting here? And those are two good players, don't get me wrong. But again, there's just not elite level players. Byfield, again, not a bad player, but I think we've all kind of expected a little bit more.
He has not developed.
Yeah, 6.2. Like that's not nothing. They got another year of Drew Doughty at 11 million. That's going to kind of pause a reset. They got Cody Ceci on the books. Not that it's a crazy AAV until 2029. Like my thing is just, this team might be in the playoffs. They might be in the playoff hunt, but their ceiling of ceilings every year seems to be the second round. And they're not, if that, like obviously they've lost to the Oilers in the first round for 4 straight years. But like with that happening, like, yes, there's something to be said for that, but you can't even really start a reset. So that's why I have them at number 4. And number 3, I kind of fought with this one because I've actually sat here and defended them. And listen, I'll be honest. If you strip down a team, if you strip down all the teams in the NHL to just 2 skaters, there aren't too many teams that are in a better position than the Toronto Maple Leafs in terms of just 2 skaters. Like, yes, Edmonton, Colorado, Dallas, probably still Tampa. But it's not just a team of 2 skaters. It's not just Matthews and William Nylander. It's a full team. And you're going to have to make an Austin Matthews decision here. So even if you do pay him, like let's say you give him 15 million, all of a sudden you got 33 million on the books with him, Nylander, and Nyes. We've kind of seen how this story works out in the playoffs. Like, it hasn't exactly been a ringing endorsement of playoff success for this team. Obviously, Marner was a part of that. He's not there anymore, but still, like, John Tavares is on the books until 29. Morgan Riley's getting 7.5 until 2030. Jake McCabe is on contract until 2030. Chris Tanev, too, is on the books with like a full no move. Like, there are a lot of, it's not the worst anchors you could have, but it does still seem to be a lot of anchors. And the big one kind of hanging over the head is like, what do we do with Nylander and Matthews? Like, do we keep them? There's something to be said for keeping them. And if you start a reset, it's like, you have to look at the last decade as a waste, even though they maybe sold some tickets and Matthews won a Hart. It's like, we won 2 rounds in all this time. We have nothing to show for it. We're going into a reset, and we're going into a reset with kind of some anchors as contracts, some contracts as anchors. So I have them number 3. Number 2, I didn't want to do it. I wanted to keep them off.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare.
I actually,
this is unreal.
And not even
this is going to
be fun. Someone here doesn't know puck.
I tried to move him from number 2 because here's the thing about Calgary.
I told him not to.
I actually think they have some more redeemable qualities than all the teams I've listed in Dustin Wolf and Zane Parik. But I look at like Matt Coronado and Igor Sharangovich, both under contract until what is it, 2032? I think it is for both of them.
Long time.
Not that they're getting crazy cap hits, but like, you're kind of hitching your wagon to, excuse me, but pretty mid players. Kevin Ball as well until 2031. Like, I don't think you've loved what you've seen out of him. And then
big body,
one of the biggest contract anchors in Jonathan Huberdeau at 10.5. And here's the thing, like, because the team that comes in at number 1, I was talking to Brandon and Connor about it out in the hall, and they said, what if they get McKenna? And like, you could say, like, what if Calgary gets Gavin McKenna? they are still so far away. I feel like look at Bedard with Chicago. And Macklin, credit to Macklin, he's really fast-tracked that reset there in San Jose. But I think even if they do get like a Gavin McKenna or a bona fide number, like look at the Islanders with Matthew Schaefer. He was the only reason I kept them off this list. And even them, like they're not looking like they're going to end up making the playoffs after all. So even if you get that guy in Gavin McKenna, it still feels like they're at least 3 years away from making anything work. They have a goaltender. I give them that for sure. They have some redeemable pieces. They also have some anchors, and I just don't think they have a lot of direction, and that's why they're my number 2. My number 1, just to wrap it up, I think it's pretty obvious. I have Vancouver. It's 24.7 million tied up in Pettersson, Besser, and DeBrusk, 12.8 in Hronek and Pettersson. I actually like Philip Hronek, but like 37.5 is a lot to have tied up in 5 players who are all pretty collectively mid at best. And we talk about that Huberdeau contract being an anchor. Pettersson's that might be the worst one and feels immovable. They also have like all of those guys have some type of no move, whether it's a full no move or a modified no trade. They also have 8.5 paid to Demko, who's a good goalie. It's not until 2030, but he's always hurt. They just have no direction. They have nothing in the prospect pool. They seem as a front office and as management completely out of whack and disorganized. I think it was a pretty obvious number 1, the Vancouver Canucks' worst situation for the rest of the decade.